What's up, folks? I'm Private Hudson, and today we're looking at an abomination called Revenge of Noxi. This game is rough. I know it only costs $3, and the developer did send me a free key to review it, but price doesn't excuse what's here. The whole thing took me about 34 minutes to finish, and roughly 10 of those minutes were spent relaunching the game and replaying the levels because it kept crashing. I'm not exaggerating when I say it crashed constantly. The presentation doesn't help either. The art looks like it was drawn in MS Paint. It reminds me of another disaster I've been playing every now and then, and something that I paid for, called Drago the Demon Hunter. I might cover that one day, if I ever finish it, but the comparison isn't flattering. Even if the game looked better, the bigger problem is that it's incredibly short and barely functional. The game is clearly trying to imitate Revenge of Shinobi, but that 1989 Sega Genesis title still looks and plays better than this. Revenge of Noxi is a simple 2D side-scroller. You move through a level, fight a boss, all to rescue your beloved. The problem is everything feels sluggish. There is a sprint button, but even sprinting feels slow. Combat is one of the many things that's wrong with the game. Hit detection is inconsistent, hitboxes are off, and enemies sometimes clip through walls. Your character's attacks don't follow any clear logic either. Sometimes you throw a dagger, sometimes you swing your sword, sometimes you deflect attacks, sometimes you do a jump kick, or sometimes you just take fucking damage. None of it feels deliberate or explained. The only move that actually makes sense is the slide attack that you perform while sprinting. Everything else is random. The audio sucks, music and sound effects are weak and forgettable, especially compared to the game it's clearly trying to imitate. I know some people like to shit-talk the Genesis sound chip. I think they're idiots for trying to do so. But this is, even if you're not a fan of the Genesis sound chip, this is even worse than that. There's no challenge other than dealing with the crashes. The bosses don't require any strategy, and the levels are over before they really begin. But the standout problem is the crashing. It crashed like 5 times, if not more, during my 34-minute playthrough. That's absurd. I get that this is a small indie project, everyone has to start somewhere, but this feels less like a finished game and more like a prototype that for whatever reason the developer thought it would be a good idea to sell it on Steam. Even for $3, like, no, not even for free. Not even for free. There's nothing here that's worth your time. Honestly, this experience has also made me rethink what I've been doing recently, which has been accepting free dev keys. So far, they have not been worth it. Playing through these games out of obligation is a waste of time because they all are fucking garbage. And I own thousands of games on Steam already that I paid for, and I have a huge pile of physical titles that are far more interesting to cover. So yeah, unless I see something that's genuinely interesting, I'm gonna stop doing that. I still have, I think, 2 or 3 more titles that I'm obligated to make a video on, but after that, I'm done. I'm back to what I've been doing before. I'm Private Hudson. If you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you folks next time.